Hello. Wow. Festival of CPDS Part 2, live on YouTube. Thank you, Sentinel. If there are no more questions, we'd like the Stanbic Bank rep to give us some a brief presentation or a chat with us, a response from members, about 10 minutes, please. Mr. Kwame Enieje and Mr. Afarijan.
Hello, Kenneth.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
thank you. Thank you very much. I have my colleague and boss, Mr. Daniel Lafaridan, also on the line. So I'm not doing this alone today. But
right.
Family members, just as we discussed earlier, the proposition has come, and it has come to support each and every one of us. There was one thing I left out in my earlier presentation, that is in respect to our student members, those the students who have just been newly posted to the various medical institutions to start work. We all know, and we might have all gone through the fact that when we are newly posted, it takes a while before our salaries are paid by the government. So we've agreed with the association that we will be giving the members 4 or 6 months salary advance once they are posted to the various medical institutions, so that they get a chance to have access to money to rent and then go to work and take care of themselves, whilst the government takes time to process their documentation and pay them eventually. So this is what we have decided to do for them as well. And once their salaries are paid, they stand a chance of getting the hospital cover benefit, the personal loan up to the tune of 300,000 Ghana cedis, the vehicle and asset finance, the home loan, and then also the national mortgage scheme. Just on the account of their salaries passing through the account, they also get a chance to be signed or enrolled onto the education policy plan, which will allow them also to be able to save up to the tune of 200,000 Ghana cedi, which will give their wards the opportunity to go to the various schools that they intend them going. Let me allow time if there are questions whilst I talk. So you can either notify me by sending your question on the chat page and I'll respond to it, or you can speak onto your microphone. For us to be able to do this, there are 2 ways. If you want to visit our nearest branch, you have the opportunity to do that. But then we have created a link, a website link, which will allow you to open your Stanbic Bank account from your convenience, wherever you find yourself. You have the opportunity to be able to open your Stanbic Bank account, and you'll be notified when the account number is ready, so that you get a chance to complete your IPPD form or your change of bank documentations, and we will facilitate the salary switch to give you your personal loan, your home loan, your vehicle and asset finance, your insurance products, and every other benefit that we are giving you out of this particular agreement we have signed with the Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists. If my colleague Daniel Fredan is here and he has something else to add, I'll invite him whilst we wait on the questions from the audience.
Hi, good evening, team. It's a pleasure being with you. My colleague Kwame has elaborated enough on what we seek to partner GAMCEL to achieve. As a bank, we pride ourselves in listening to customers and developing solutions for them. So this proposition is by no means cast in stone or in iron. As we sojourn together, we know needs may change, challenges may come, but we are in this together to solve and work together. So whatever your need is, even if it's not captured in this proposition, we are always available to listen to you and work out something to solve for that pain point of yours. So let us hear from you, your questions, your feedback, your commendations about it, and then we will take it in good faith and then work on it. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. We have 2 questions already. The first one reads, is there any package for those who don't move the account to your bank?
Okay. It will be difficult for us to be able to serve you when your account doesn't sit with Stanbic. It will be difficult for us to give you all that we are talking about, because the funds and every other thing will be coming into your account. But if you don't have an account with us yet, we may find it difficult to be able to give you any benefits.
All right, thank you for your response.
Yeah, sorry. I also want to add that, okay, yes, in as much as we want you to bank with us for us to serve you better and for you to enjoy all these, we also are not oblivious of the fact that yes, someone may want to just access a product or a solution if he or she is convinced about the service that we rendered during the provision of that solution, then the person may decide to join the bank. So, for instance, if you want an unsecured personal loan, yes, ideally we would want you to switch your salary to us, and then you get low interest rates, and then you get all the benefits that having a Stanbic salary account comes with. But we also have put in place the deduction at source, such that yes, you want to access an agent loan with us, but your salary is with another bank. We can do it for you. When we are done with the service and we are convinced, we can always assist you to change your bank from wherever it is to Stanbic Bank. So yes, the preferred option is to come to Stanbic Bank, but you have a choice to make. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Another question is, can you please repeat the bit about support for the newly employed colleagues?
Okay, so for the newly employed or posted colleagues, what we are doing for them is that we are first and foremost opening accounts for all of them, and we expect that the account that has been opened for them is used to complete their onboarding process, through which their expected salaries will be paid. Once we get confirmation that the account has been used to complete the form, we are going to release month on month up to 60% of their expected monthly salary. So if the postings letter, according to the postings letter, the said person is supposed to receive a monthly salary of, let's say, 1,800. We are willing to first and foremost give the person every month up to 60% of that 1,800, so the person will have access to funds now. We know that the person doesn't have pay slip, doesn't have any working experience, but just because the person is a member of the association and has opened an account with us and intends to use the account for his salary, we are going to release every month up to the 60% of the monthly expected salary into the person's account. And we will take back what we gave when the bulk salary has been paid to that particular person. So this is supposed to cushion them for them to have access to funds to pay for their rent, feed on, and then to take care of their family whilst they wait for the government to pay their salaries.
All right, thank you very much. We want to wrap up. Tomorrow we can give them more chance for them to talk if they need arises. But let's answer these two questions, then we can wrap up. It says, how many years can we have access to the fund? And also, somebody's asking, how can you raise 200,000 education fund?
Okay. So to the first question, I don't know the fund, if it's with respect to the 200,000, the education policy. So what we are saying is,
so.
Okay, so we have a minimum period of 3 years and a maximum period of 18 years. Minimum 3 years, maximum period of 18 years. And you can do a minimum contribution of 25 cedis every month. 25 cedis is just like buying one plate of papaya. Depending on your strength and how long you want to run the fund and how much you want to put down and raise, you can actually even raise more than the 200,000 Ghana cedis, depending on your strength and how you want to run the fund. But then we are going to have an insurance policy done over the amount you have targeted to save. Someone can target to save, let's say, 50,000. Another person can target to save 100,000. Another can target to save 200,000. Based on our strengths and the number of years you want to use to raise that fund, we would advise you on how much you can put down every month to be able to raise that particular amount over the minimum period of 3 years and maximum 18 years. But this is what's going to happen. If the fund matures, depending on the number of years you choose, you would have been able to contribute up to the targeted amount. However, should it happen that you die or you become permanently disabled before maturity of the fund, your targeted amount, if you targeted 200,000, that 200,000 will be paid as a lump sum by the insurance company to your kids. And we as a bank will also put together all your contributions from day one to the time of the death or disability, plus its interest. All these three streams, these three stream funds, the contribution, the lump sum, and then the interest will all be paid to the beneficiaries. We all know that maybe the beneficiaries will not be 18 by that time to be able to make legal decisions on their own. So from the onset, we request that clients will give us people who will become trustees to manage the fund. You can as well also give us an indication. Maybe you have 3 kids. You can say you are doing just one policy and you want to give 30% to your first child, 30% to the second child, and 40% to the 30 to the first, 30 to second, and then 40 to your third child. It is all up to you. However you want to run it, we will discuss it and then we will make it happen for you.
All right, thank you very much. So we're going to wrap up the program. And the last question says that when somebody changes the bank, won't that cause delays in the salaries? That's what somebody's asking.
I will confidently, with pride, give you the assurance that it will never happen that your salary will get delayed. I mentioned earlier that we have a full-fledged department. That department is headed by Mr. Daniela Faridan. We have an arrangement with controller that between the first day of the month to the 10th day of that particular month, all salary switch requests that is submitted, that particular month's salary will be switched to Stanbic. If your agreements and documentations are ready beyond the 10th day of the month, we will make sure we will submit for the following month's salary to be switched. So in that particular month, for example, today is 20th. If you present us your documents, this month your salary will go to your bank, the month of May. But next month, June, we will submit it between 1st and 10th, and June, your salary will come to Stanbic without any delays and without any worries. I can confidently tell you that.
All right, thank you very much.